Welcome, everyone, to this deep dive. It's all about meditation today. We're going to be exploring Emily Fletcher's book, Stress Less, Accomplish More.
And what's really fascinating about this book is how it reframes meditation. It's not just about finding inner peace and relaxation. It's really about harnessing its power to achieve tangible results in life.
One of the first things Fletcher tackles is kind of like demystifying meditation.
Yeah.
She addresses those common misconceptions about needing a completely clear mind.
That's right. A lot of people think that's the goal, and it can be really daunting for beginners. Fletcher shows us it's not about erasing all thoughts, but more about finding a focal point.
So instead of demanding silence from our minds, we give it a gentle guide.
Exactly. And that's where the concept of a mantra comes in. It's a specific sound or phrase you can repeat silently to anchor your attention during meditation.
It's like giving the mind something to hold on to rather than expecting it to be completely empty.
Precisely. Fletcher also breaks down meditation into three distinct categories: mindfulness meditation and manifest.
Interesting. And each one interacts with the brain differently, offering unique advantages.
It's similar to understanding the benefits of various physical exercises. Each one targets different areas and yields distinct outcomes.
That's a great analogy.
hmm
So let's shift gears a bit and talk about stress. Fletcher vividly portrays it as this inescapable element of modern life.
It's not just major events, it's the constant barrage of daily demands that chip away at our energy reserves.
That's like death by a thousand paper cuts.
Right, exactly. And Fletcher introduces this concept of adaptation energy. It's like a finite resource we have to cope with any change or demand that life throws our way.
So every traffic jam, every delayed email, even small work deadlines, they all drain this energy.
Leaving us with less capacity to face the next challenge.
So essentially our energy is like a phone battery, right? It drains throughout the day, and if we don't recharge, we're going to run out of juice.
Precisely. And Fletcher argues that meditation is one of the most potent ways to replenish that adaptation energy.
That's fascinating. So how does meditation actually achieve this?
Well, it de-excites the nervous system. It shifts us from this perpetual state of high alert to a place of profound rest.
It's like hitting the reset button.
Exactly. It's not just about mitigating stress, though. It's about enabling our minds and bodies to operate more efficiently.
Fletcher brings up some compelling examples of high achievers who swear by meditation. People like Oprah Winfrey and Tim Ferriss.
They credit meditation for their enhanced productivity focus and overall clarity.
So it's not just about feeling calmer. It's about being able to handle more and make better decisions even under pressure.
Imagine a car with the brakes slightly engaged. You can still move forward, but you're wasting energy and not performing optimally. That's what chronic stress does to us.
And meditation essentially releases that brake.
Exactly. It allows for smoother and more efficient functioning in all areas of life.
And the benefits extend far beyond stress management.
Oh, absolutely. Fletcher explores how meditation profoundly impacts sleep quality. It provides deep rest for the brain, similar to the REM cycle.
So even if we don't get a full 8 hours, we can wake up feeling more refreshed and alert.
That's the idea. And what's intriguing is that meditation can be even more efficient than sleep in certain respects.
How so?
Well, sleep primarily focuses on resting the body, but meditation targets the deep fatigue we accumulate in the brain.
I see. So it's like a mini vacation for our minds each day.
Precisely. And that deep rest strengthens the immune system, leading to fewer sick days and greater resilience against illnesses.
Because our bodies aren't constantly fighting stress.
Exactly. It's like freeing up your internal army to focus on actual threats rather than imaginary ones.
That's a great way to put it. Fletcher also touches upon meditation's potential to promote cellular healing. She even references Dr. Masaru Emoto's research on water crystals.
You know how they transform when exposed to positive intention.
Right. It opens up this fascinating conversation about the mind's power to influence physical well-being.
The suggestion that our internal state can impact the very structure of our cells is revolutionary. It challenges the traditional separation between mind and body.
It definitely points towards a more holistic approach to health. So let's delve into the intersection of meditation and aging.
Fletcher introduces the concept of telomeres.
Those protective caps on our chromosomes that shorten with age.
Exactly. And research suggests that meditation can actually slow this shortening process, potentially delaying the aging process itself.
Wow, that's significant. It's not just about looking younger, but preserving cognitive function and vitality for longer.
Essentially extending not just our lifespan, but our health span, the years we live in good health.
Again, Fletcher shares Han Maroney's story as a compelling example.
She faced fertility challenges, but experienced incredible improvements in her health and even a seeming reversal of her biological age after adopting meditation.
It's as if her body was given a chance to reset and heal from within.
Moroni's story is particularly striking because it goes beyond anecdotal evidence.
Oh.
Her experiences were corroborated by medical tests showing concrete changes in her biological markers.
So meditation isn't just some feel-good practice. It can actually impact us at the cellular level.
It seems to influence processes we once thought were irreversible. This leads us to a truly captivating area: meditation and fulfillment.
Fletcher argues that meditation can help us shift our focus from external achievements to cultivating deep inner contentment.
She introduces this concept of bliss. It's a state of profound stillness and connection accessible through meditation.
It's not about perpetual euphoria, but tapping into an inner wellspring of peace and joy that exists regardless of external circumstances.
Exactly. It's a realization that true happiness isn't about acquiring more or achieving more goals.
It's about fostering a sense of peace and gratitude for what we already have.
And this raises a pivotal question. What if true fulfillment stems not from acquiring more, but from appreciating the present moment?
And meditation provides a pathway to explore this idea.
To transition from constant striving to simply being. So we've laid some groundwork exploring the core concepts and the fascinating benefits that meditation can offer. Now let's shift our focus a little bit. How about we delve into some practical application and common obstacles that people often face when they're starting out?
Sounds good to me. One thing that holds many back is simply finding the time to meditate. Our lives are incredibly busy these days. Trying to carve out even 15 minutes can feel impossible. How does Fletcher address this challenge?
Well, she acknowledges that I'm too busy. Excuse often masks a deeper resistance underneath. And she asks us to consider if dedicating just 2% of our day to meditation could enhance the remaining 98%, wouldn't it be worth prioritizing? It's all about perspective, recognizing that substantial return on investment.
It's like saying we don't have time to sharpen the saw, even though doing so would make our woodcutting tasks much faster and easier. So meditation isn't just another thing crammed into their already overloaded schedules, but a way to actually optimize our entire operating system.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And she offers really practical guidance on seamlessly integrating meditation into daily routines. It's not about becoming a recluse and spending hours in a secluded sanctuary. It's about finding those pockets of time throughout the day to recharge and refocus.
So less about drastic life overhauls and more about sustainable adjustments. What are some specific strategies she suggests?
Fletcher recommends starting with what she calls the Z technique. Essentially 2 15-minute sessions per day, ideally upon waking and before dinner. And she emphasizes consistency over duration, establishing that regular practice is key.
Makes sense. Building any new habit starts with small steps, gradually increasing the frequency and intensity over time, rather than sporadic bursts of effort.
Exactly. Fletcher compares it to dental hygiene. We don't wait for tooth decay to start brushing our teeth. We make it a daily ritual.
That's a great analogy. So where should we actually practice? Do we need a tranquil Zen-like environment to meditate effectively?
Fletcher emphasizes that location is secondary to consistent practice. The most important thing is finding a comfortable spot relatively free from distractions, but it doesn't need to be a dedicated meditation room or some mountaintop retreat.
So no need to overthink it. Just find a space that works for you. She even mentions people successfully meditating in their cars during their lunch breaks.
Exactly. Making meditation accessible anywhere, anytime. It's about weaving it into our real lives, not constructing some separate idealized space. What about posture? Do we need to contort ourselves into a perfect lotus position?
That's a common question for beginners, I bet.
Fletcher prioritizes comfort and sustainability over rigid form. She recommends sitting upright, maintaining a straight but relaxed spine, allowing the body to breathe freely. Lying down is also permissible if sitting upright is uncomfortable.
That's good to know. It eliminates the pressure of trying to force our bodies into uncomfortable positions. So what about the ultimate aim of meditation? Is it achieving a specific mental state or having profound insights?
Fletcher says the goal is simply to practice the technique as instructed, without striving for particular outcomes, surrendering to the process, letting the mantra guide the mind. Even amid intrusive thoughts or restlessness, simply showing up and dedicating the time is success in itself.
So it's about releasing the need to control the experience, trusting the inherent wisdom of the technique, being present with whatever arises without judgment or self-criticism. What happens if we get distracted? Or even doze off during meditation?
Fletcher acknowledges distractions are inevitable, especially when you're just starting out. If your attention wanders, simply guide it back to the mantra without getting discouraged. And even falling asleep during meditation isn't a failure. It's a sign that our body craves rest.
It's giving permission to our overstimulated brains to pause and recharge. So the more we practice, the better we become at staying alert, yet relaxed, accessing that inner peace without drifting off.
Exactly. Meditation isn't about zoning out or escaping reality. It's about cultivating this heightened awareness and presence, training our attention to remain focused, even amidst the constant barrage of daily distractions.
Fletcher uses a powerful metaphor to describe this heightened awareness. She compares it to the ability to see both the forest and the trees simultaneously. We develop the capacity to focus on details while also retaining that broader perspective,
It's like developing mental agility, that ability to shift between focused attention and expansive awareness.
which is incredibly valuable in our personal and professional lives. It helps us make clearer decisions, navigate complex situations with greater ease and resilience.
Exactly. It's a hallmark of high achievers in any field. So we've addressed the when, where, and how of establishing a meditation practice. Now let's explore the why. Beyond stress reduction and performance enhancement, what is the ultimate purpose of meditation?
What are we ultimately striving for?
Fletcher suggests it's about tapping into the wellspring of our own fulfillment, connecting with a deeper sense of meaning and purpose. Meditation isn't just about improving external circumstances. It's about transforming our internal landscape, cultivating profound peace and contentment that's independent of external achievements or possessions.
Recognizing that true happiness doesn't come from accumulating more, but from appreciating the present moment and being grateful for what we already have.
And this ties in with ancient wisdom traditions that emphasize inner peace as the foundation for a truly fulfilling and meaningful life.
So meditation becomes a path to rediscovering this inner sanctuary.
Yes, a space of tranquility and joy that resides within each of us, regardless of our circumstances.
It's like realizing that the kingdom of heaven isn't some distant destination, but a state of being that's accessible right here, right now. And meditation is the key to unlocking that kingdom.
That's beautifully said. And according to Fletcher, this inner transformation has a ripple effect on the world around us.
Interesting. How so?
As we cultivate greater peace and compassion within ourselves, we naturally extend that energy outward, fostering a more harmonious and compassionate world.
It's a beautiful vision. A world where individual peace creates a collective shift towards understanding and cooperation. It starts with each of us taking responsibility for our inner state, cultivating a practice that unlocks our innate capacity for peace, love, and wisdom.
And that brings us to a crucial point. Meditation is not passive. It requires active engagement and consistent effort. It's about showing up day after day, even when we don't feel like it, dedicating ourselves to the process of inner transformation.
It's a commitment to personal growth and evolution, recognizing that the benefits of meditation transcend the individual and contribute to the well-being of all. It's embracing the potential of meditation to create a more peaceful, compassionate, and fulfilling world. As we wrap up our exploration of Emily Fletcher's Stress Less, Accomplish More, I'm curious, are there any particularly captivating insights from the book that we haven't touched upon yet?
Oh, there are many layers to unpack. One that really stands out is Fletcher's concept of Nishkam Karma Yoga. It's a Sanskrit term that signifies union attained by action hardly taken.
That sounds almost paradoxical. Achieving union through minimal effort. How does that translate into practice?
Well, Fletcher explains that it's not about forcing the mind into stillness or suppressing thoughts. It's about gently guiding the mind with the mantra, allowing the body to settle into a state of deep repose. The effort lies in consistently engaging with the practice, not in striving for specific outcomes.
So it's about trusting the process, surrendering to the natural unfolding of our meditative experience, and releasing the need to control, simply allowing ourselves to be.
Precisely. It's a profound shift from the striving, goal-oriented mindset that so often dominates our lives. Meditation offers a sanctuary from this constant doing, inviting us to be present with ourselves without judgment or expectation.
This aligns with the idea that meditation isn't about reaching some mystical state, but developing a practical skill for managing stress and unlocking our potential.
It's about incorporating a tool into our daily lives that helps us navigate life's challenges and opportunities with greater clarity, ease, and resilience.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Fletcher directly addresses this misconception that meditation should solely consist of blissful experiences and profound revelations. She acknowledges that meditation can evoke uncomfortable emotions or lead to seemingly ordinary experiences.
The key is to observe them without judgment, allowing them to arise and pass naturally.
So it's about embracing our entire inner landscape, not just the pleasant parts.
Exactly. Cultivating self-compassion and acceptance is essential. We're not striving for perfection as meditators, but simply practicing the art of being present with ourselves, imperfections and all.
This leads to another intriguing aspect of the book, the idea that manifestation precedes desire. Fletcher proposes that our impulses for certain things might actually be nature's way of nudging us toward opportunities that are already aligning in our favor.
It's like sensing a shift in the wind before a storm arrives. Fletcher challenges that conventional notion that we solely create our reality through willpower and effort. She suggests that there's a deeper intelligence guiding us towards our highest potential, and meditation helps us attune to this guidance.
So it's about becoming more receptive to those subtle whispers of intuition, recognizing the synchronicities that unfold in our lives, and trusting that we're not alone on this journey, that a supportive force is guiding us towards our highest good.
That's a beautiful way to express it. And this connects with another key takeaway from the book. The importance of gratitude. Fletcher emphasizes that cultivating a grateful heart is essential for manifesting our desires and experiencing true fulfillment.
So it's about appreciating what we already possess, even as we strive for more.
It's about shifting from a scarcity mindset to one of abundance, recognizing that we're already surrounded by blessings even amidst challenges. And this recognition allows us to receive even more.
So making gratitude a habit, a way of being in the world that cultivates joy and appreciation regardless of external circumstances. It's a powerful practice that can transform our experience of life from one of lack and striving to one of abundance and fulfillment.
Absolutely. And finally, I want to highlight Fletcher's emphasis on the collective benefits of meditation. She envisions it as a tool for creating a more peaceful and compassionate world, suggesting that as individuals cultivate inner peace, it ripples outward, positively impacting those around them and contributing to a more harmonious society.
It's a beautiful concept. Imagine a world where people prioritize inner peace and cultivate compassion through regular meditation. It could lead to greater understanding, cooperation, and kindness in all aspects of life.
Indeed, it's an inspiring vision that invites us to view meditation not just as a personal practice, but as a contribution to the well-being of humanity and the planet. It's about recognizing our interconnectedness and understanding that our individual choices and actions have far-reaching consequences.
As we conclude our deep dive into Emily Fletcher's Stress Less, Accomplish More, it's evident that meditation is far more than just a relaxation technique. It's a potent tool for managing stress-enhancing performance, cultivating fulfillment, and contributing to a better world.
It's an invitation to embark on a journey of inner transformation that can profoundly impact every aspect of our lives. And the beauty is this journey is accessible to anyone, regardless of background beliefs or circumstances.
All it takes is a willingness to dedicate a small amount of time each day to cultivating inner peace and exploring that boundless potential that lies within. I encourage you to explore Emily Fletcher's book and discover how meditation can transform your life.
And remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Start small, be consistent, and trust the process. The rewards are well worth the effort. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive.
Until next time, keep diving.